Excited. Oh, we're just giddy with excitement. So we just came back from leadership last week in California, and we announced to our team that we would be reimbursing everyone's tickets that achieved the rank of silver by July 31st, 2015. Those that are coming to convention, what that means for you, it means that not only will you have about $170 to use for meals and fun stuff, but you will be recognized on stage by corporate for your hard work and achievements. And you will also be earning points towards the January incentive trip for next year to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. We are so incredibly excited for that. It's really a win-win-win for you because you're growing your business all at the same time. So we thought, okay, here we have this amazing incentive out there for people to get reimbursed for their tickets, but how do we help them actually achieve that goal? So we've created a support group. It's a Silver in 90 Days support group. And the goal is just that, to support one another. The purpose is really not to add more to your day, but to have a simple and personal way to motivate each other as we're striving towards this goal. And we want the motivation to come daily, weekly, and monthly. We all kind of know what we need to do in order to reach our goals, but really it's that execution, that follow through when the day gets ahead of us, and we tend to maybe put our goals aside. So together, we will stay inspired and motivated to put our goals into action and actually achieve them. And we're going to do that in 4 very simple ways with this group. First, we're going to have daily Facebook 10 and 10 posts with the group. This idea comes from Betty Torres-Forboard in her Discover Essentials group. And we're going to put that into play throughout our group as well. Weekly, we're going to do Google Hangout face-to-face time with you guys. We want just a positive time to reflect on your week, share and celebrate your successes and wins together. And so we have a permanent link for that. And basically everybody should just be able to click on it and get to that same spot every week. So all of this is going to be posted in the Facebook group. You don't have to remember this, but we're just sharing with you what the plan is. So we have daily Facebook 10 and 10s, weekly Google Hangout chats with us, and those are going to be 30 minutes a week, that Google chat. And then monthly, we're going to have the conference calls, the tap reading calls that I've been doing with some of you. We're going to continue those on. It's going to be with your closest silver support, and it's going to focus on specific strategy and team growth. We do have the builder worksheets uploaded to the Facebook group, the 90-day support group. There's actually 2 options you can choose from. One comes from Share Success, and one comes from the typical silver builder worksheet that you're used to seeing. So decide which one works best for you and go with that one. And then, so that's daily, weekly, and monthly. And then we're actually going to add another fun element here. We're going to add battle buddies. So Miranda, as I was sharing this idea with her, she's like, oh, a battle buddy. So basically what that is the battle buddy, anytime that they see their partner not post to the group for more than 3 days in a row, they're going to check in on their buddy and just kind of see what's up. So there's going to be more details on the Facebook group page. You're going to want to download the Silver in 90 Days document for a more in-depth kind of way to learn how you can really get the most out of this group and those 4 ways that we're going to support each other. This group is open to anyone at any level. However, those at elite and above may get the most out of it. So please talk to your teams and invite them in, those that want to participate. Certainly anybody can be added into the group, but it is a secret group, so you have to be the one to add them. So that's kind of it for how the group's going to work. One thing I wanted to go over real quickly with you is why silver? So why is silver such a big deal? So I'm going to try and share my screen here. Hopefully this works. Okay, I'm not seeing it there. Let's see. Interesting. All right, let's try this. We'll try closing out of it and going back in. Hang in there with us. So I'm pulling up the build guide from Share Success. This is probably one of my favorite tools when I'm explaining the opportunity to others. And for those of you that have had a success consult, this will look very familiar to you. So this is the build guide from Share Success. And it has the green leaves on the front. Okay, so it's having problems reading this document apparently. Let's try this again.
Call the IT guy.
Call the IT guy. Hello. Okay, let's see if it'll let us share the silver builder worksheet from Share Success. I don't know if it's just that document or if this is having trouble sharing screens altogether. So this is the silver planner from Share Success. Whether you're using the Share Success system or not, it's still a really great worksheet for you. And I think that a lot of you will like this better than the other builder worksheet where you had to compute everybody's LRPs. Basically, so why silver, right? Silver is when your vision and your why really start to manifest as you shift to supporting shares and builders on your teams and you really start investing in their beginnings of their growth. Silver is a dōTERRA rank reached when 3 people you have personally enrolled, has to be one in each leg, so one on each of your 3 separate legs, when they reach the rank of elite. Elite doesn't have to have any structure. This could be from a builder volume in that leg. It could be from a share volume. It could be from customer volume. It's any PV. So it doesn't matter where the PV is coming from, just that 3,000 has to be in each of your 3 legs. Typically, a monthly silver rank income would start at around $1,300 if you were counting in that you had your $250 bonus. Some of the really strong silvers have their $1,500 bonus solidified at this point. Typically, though, we see that come along at the gold rank. So altogether, you can have a monthly average income of just over $2,000. I would say at silver, you're probably still investing about 50% of that back into your business, but it's really great that you can start using over $1,000 every month towards your personal goals and your family income. They're going to give you some tools here for reaching silver, and you can explore those if you'd like. We actually are starting to use the class in a box from dōTERRA. It just kind of is easier for everyone to order that straight from dōTERRA because they're used to that. And then your focus here is giving you some suggestions. Basically, that would be still just continuing to share and follow up and support those that you've enrolled. Time management comes into play here because you're doing more with dōTERRA. And then you're starting to learn how to mentor others on your team. Maybe not necessarily on your first level, but helping them to mentor with their teams. So here is the silver planner. Now, the reason I like this is because it gives you a clear picture of what silver looks like. So you have the silver is you, and then you have 3 elites. Kind of gives you a focus here on basically why this is important to you, why you love sharing and building with dōTERRA. It gives you a date to solidify. So for you, I would put in 90 days would be end of June, actually. So you can put in end of June or end of July here, whichever you feel most comfortable with. And then looking ahead to your next 90 days, and then how much you'd like to be earning, and your next year, and where you'd like to be at then. Your top 3 actions for reaching silver. And then it kind of goes into, filling out and looking towards your $1,500 bonus. So they're going to help you plan for your power of 3, looking at your retention rate. What is your current retention rate? What's your goal in 30 days and what's your goal in 90 days? Now, retention rate, as soon as we can get the build guide to come up, we're going to go over that because it's amazing with dōTERRA what your retention rate is without really having to think about it. But if you can add more value for your customers and your shares in the LRP program, and kind of explain that to them and help them see the bigger picture there. And then also your education, if you're providing it or whether you're directing them to online resources, however you're serving them, education is really the key to increasing your retention rate on your loyalty rewards and just helping them find good values there. So here they have your 3 builders. You can include their name. These are your most committed and consistent people that you're working with. Again, it's 1 in each leg. Sometimes we count those on our front line as a builder, even though they might not actually be building yet. Maybe they're just casually sharing. Go ahead and put their name in because you would still hold enrollership on them. And really, it's just a volume of 3,000 underneath them. So as soon as they reach elite, all 3 of them do, you reach silver. We do recognize that those that help us get to silver might not be the ones that help us get to diamond, but they hold us there. They hold us at silver while we can work with those that really want to move forward with creating more in doTERRA. So this just kind of helps you figure out your volume, okay? So if your typical volume for each month is, say, let's say 2,000 in one leg, that means that you're going to have to make up a difference of 1,000 in that leg for that month. It goes down to what the average, if you can even see it very, very faintly at the bottom, if you did one class or 5 one-on-ones, your typical average volume from that should be between 600 and 1,000 PV. That's average based on if you invited 15 people and 10 actually came, and then as a result from those 10, I would say probably about 5 of them would be enrolling. So however you work that out with your kits, this just kind of gives you a great idea of how many you need to invite, how many classes or one-on-ones you need to have, and then what volume is needed that month. And so you just kind of go where those sparks are in your legs. Who is willing to share? Who has been sharing and open to having a class? And you're going to help them to enroll their people because it's their connection, but it's all volume going towards your goals. And then there's a spot that you can recognize your team's success, and we can share with you some other time how to look up that in your system if you don't know already. And then celebrating. So celebrating with your team, those 3 people that helped you reach silver. All right, so that's it for that planner. Let's see if we can get back to our build guide. Okay, let me try one more time, and if we can't, I'll just post it to the group page and then we can revisit that later. Okay, so I think we've got it here. Let's do our screen sharing again. Okay, success, yay. Never stop trying. So what can doTERRA offer you? So those that are in this group, in this challenge for 90 days, have decided to create more with doTERRA. So we're not really speaking to the users or sharers at this point. We're speaking to those that want to build an income with doTERRA and create more. So you've probably seen this before where you have a choice of traditional employment versus authentic network marketing. I've had people ask me, you know, doTERRA's opportunity is just so incredibly amazing. How come you're sharing the products? Well, here's why doTERRA is different. Most network marketing companies lead with that business opportunity, and that's why it's gotten such a bad reputation over time. Their product sales really depend on selling that opportunity versus a solid product that really works and meets real world needs. So because they're selling an opportunity, they don't have the retention rate. It's about 13%. Those that participate in doTERRA's authentic network marketing with a product that truly works, they lead with those powerful products. And we actually have not only the products that are powerful, but the loyalty rewards program and the promotions that are powerful. I think of those as products as well as the opportunity. But the products stand alone. They sell regardless of the attached opportunity. And we're sharing a wellness lifestyle. So we get to see a 65% retention rate. And it's really calculated on those that purchase once every 3 months, 1 to 3 months with doTERRA. If we went by the national average way of calculating retention rate, it would actually be 80%, those customers that purchase once a year. So at 13% average, that's people that purchase once a year. doTERRA's retention rate is those that purchase once every 3 months. If we did it once a year, it would be 80%. So that's really super exciting. This is why we see why doTERRA at the bottom, they are breaking records like crazy. So the first network marketing company to reach $1 billion in annual sales did it in 15 years. That was Nu Skin. Herbalife did it in 16 years. doTERRA, because of their amazing product and incredible retention rate, has reached that $1 billion in annual sales in just 7 years. So that's twice as fast as the fastest network marketing company to previously do so. And it's faster than Apple and Facebook. Really super exciting stuff. So with doTERRA, you have 3 paths you can choose. Those that want to earn their products for free are probably not those in this group because you are trying to reach the rank of silver. That doesn't happen accidentally. Those that are trying to supplement or multiply and increase their income, that's you guys. Awesome, awesome. So choose your path. You've chose to create more doTERRA and you're not on a path to silver. So again, this is 3 people that you've personally enrolled, 1 in each leg, that are going to reach a volume of elite, which is 3,000 PV. The average months it takes to achieve silver is about 13 months. Now we've had some people really know who their 3 people are and run with it, and they can do it in a month. Actually, we had one guy do it, not in our team, but in a different team in just 21 days. So it just depends on how active you are and how much you're really focusing on sharing doTERRA. Your focus here is just building those strong connections, especially with your builders. And then this just kind of gets into how we get paid in doTERRA. I'm not going to really go into that now other than to touch on why silver, because you finally get paid down to your full 7 levels. You might have people on your 7th level that you're not actually getting paid on right now because you're not qualifying to get paid down to that 7th level, which is 7%. The other cool thing is that as a silver, you get a little piece of the leadership performance pool pie. So doTERRA takes 2% of their total company volume profits, and they divide that up between their leaders starting at silver. So when you reach a rank of silver in doTERRA, you're recognized as a leader and you get to partake in the entire company's profits. That's why when everybody does better, you do better too, because you're getting a part of that pie. So you get 1 share of that, and then for everybody you personally enroll that reaches elite, you get an extra share. So if you and your 3 elites all rank in the same month, you would actually get 4 shares of that pie. Very exciting stuff, and those can add up quickly. I think the average share is about between $150 and $160 every month. So you get that bonus just for hitting silver that month. If you haven't had a success consult with your enroller and or your upline at this point, please do so. This is actually page 6. If you want to fill this out on your own just to kind of get an idea of where you're at financially and where you want to be, go ahead and do that. But definitely share it with your enroller and your upline. They're going to want to know that information so they can serve you better. Okay, that's pretty much all I wanted to share with you on the build guide. We are super excited to partner with you. And is there anything you would like to share?
Yeah, I wanted to add that when we hit silver, that was kind of a big stepping stone for us. So it was always kind of like, you know, it was kind of inconsistent income. I was bugging you like, why are we doing this? You know, real small checks. Sometimes it seems like we didn't get anything, and all of a sudden we hit silver, and it was just like we kind of, you know, broke through the barrier, and things really seemed to happen after that. So after we hit silver, everything started rolling. It was kind of like a big snowball effect. The checks just kept getting bigger. It seemed like the light bulb really came on for you and me as well, as far as what it really takes to succeed with doTERRA. So I finally remember when we broke through to silver. That's good stuff. So
yeah, I think there was actually a couple of times that doTERRA saved us that silver check. One was when Ben was transitioning from one job to another. We actually went 6 weeks without a paycheck from him. And so doTERRA, you know, came right in with that check, that residual income, that check. We didn't have to build it over again month after month. It just came from what we had done in the past. And it kept growing. So I just remember that being like a saving grace for us that month. And then the second time was when Eleanor was born. You know, what other business can you have a baby and still have your business pay you for work that you've done, you know, months ago, and even keep growing? So I was really fortunate to be able to take that time off and just focus on family and baby and just kind of take a break. So it's worth it. We recognize the place that you guys are at, that you've been just climbing this mountain and pushing this boulder for so long. And we promise you that you're almost to the top, where now it's time to focus on those that you've brought into your organization and help them catch the vision of what doTERRA can do for them. And if you feel like you're at a spot that you can't do that, definitely connect with your upline, because they've been there. You know, you can connect with us. We'd love to do a call with anybody at any time. Good luck in the next 90 days, and we look forward to meeting up with you again next week. Thanks, guys.